losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. You know, my favorite sports podcast in all the land.
That's right.
We got a great show for you guys today. First of all, we apologize for no midweek show, but we got a lot of technical things we're trying to work through over here. But to make up for it, man, we got a great show for you today, as well as a new segment we're going to introduce. But if you're new here, let me tell you, I am KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade. Ain't no need to prolong it. Let's jump right into it, bro. You ready?
Let's go.
So, the series is tied, Spade. And
what series?
The NBA Finals.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure you ain't watching hockey. All right.
No, sir. No, sir. But the NBA Finals series is tied, and that, you know, we have to do a finals breakdown. What we like, what we don't like. Coaching adjustments coaches didn't make. Things that we think coaches should have did that they didn't. Let's talk about it, bro. So how do you feel about the series so far?
You know, we got a great series, man. A 2-2.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How you feeling before I just go into it? How you feel about it?
You know, for starters, I want to say that neither one of these are my teams, and so I just wanted it to be an exciting series. I mean, games with in overtime, dudes has been putting up 40 points. You know, Dellavadova got his wave going, not so much in the last game that they just played. But, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing from both teams. It's like a chess match. Both teams are making adjustments. Steve Kerr came out actually in the last game and went small ball, put Bogut on the bench. You know what I mean? Had David Lee in the game. Didn't play Spates that much, if he played at all. But, you know, he made an adjustment, and it seemed to pay off for the Warriors. Now, one thing I do want to say is, Black, where's your adjustments? What adjustments are you going to make moving forward, Spade? Well, how do you think he will respond moving forward, or do you think he will respond moving forward?
Well, something's got to change, and I'm gonna tell you, in that last game, the obvious thing to me was the fatigue of the Cleveland Cavaliers. These guys were gassed. I mean, they were tired, and because I big up Matthew Dellavadova. First, let me say, before all these other networks became Matthew Dellavadova cheerleaders, before the series started, I told you guys that I felt like Dellavadova could frustrate Steph Curry, make him work hard for these shots. I said it before the series started. Most of you guys told me I was crazy because of it. So in last game, when Matthew didn't look so good, of course, I was the person that everybody came to on Twitter. Like, Spade, what's up with your boy? He don't look too good. He's been exposed. But I told a guy on Twitter, and I want to say here today, I don't want to knock people who's never played sports because, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you have played sports, you understand that fatigue is a gradual thing. Like, fatigue is weird. And that guy was tired. Let me just say this before, we lose it here. Matthew Dellavadova not being the starter of that team, he normally plays, 15, 20 minutes a game max. He's been thrown into the starting role because of Kyrie's injury. That's right. He's playing 41 minutes a game, chasing Steph Curry, running through screen after screen after screen. Golden State, they do screens on every half-court possession. The only time you don't see a screen from that team is if it's a fast break. Yeah. What it does is it takes a toll on your body. This guy at the end of game 3 had to be stretchered into an ambulance and taken to the hospital for severe cramps. Your body doesn't jump back from that. It just doesn't. So the analogy I gave the guy on Twitter, go to the gym on Monday, do a 41-minute high-intensity workout. Take Tuesday off. Go Wednesday and do that same workout. Don't work out a different part of your body. Do that same intense 41-minute workout. Take another day off. By the time you come back Friday, I'm willing to bet you can't do that same intense workout for 41 minutes at the same level you did it on those first 2 days. Your body is fatigued. That's right. And man, Dellavadova was fatigued. LeBron looked fatigued. And I was really upset with David Black because this would have been my game plan, bro. And let me know how this sounds to you. I would have went into that game like this. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do. If we can decisively get this game, let's take it. Because going up 3-1 ends this series. Ends it. Not literally, guys. I know it's best out of 7, but I believe it ends the series. Yeah. At which point, my team don't look like they decisively winning the game. I'm pulling all of those guys because they need their energy. This series is 2-2-1-1-1. So now you got to factor in jet lag. on top of this other stuff they're doing, I just felt like that last game, those guys was gassed, bro. That's what I think.
I mean, I agree with you, and I wish the midweek show, we couldn't get it up because of technical difficulties, but we kind of mentioned this in the midweek show, and I said, David Blatt, why aren't you playing Mike Miller? You have Sean Marion on the bench. I was like, play Kendrick Perkins. If not for anything, he has 6 fouls. You seen
Get your bigs a breather.
That's right. You seen Steve Kerr bench Bogut and then bring Bogut in. And what did Bogut do? He fouled the crap out of LeBron. Away. He fouled LeBron. LeBron went flying into the cameraman, and now he got stitches in his head. So if not for anything else, let him brick wall Curry. That means pick for those that don't know. Let him brick wall Curry on pick and rolls. Man, just that beating. You know what I mean? Just that beating. A fatigue player, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you got all these veterans that are, championship proven. These dudes won championships. Marion got one. Kendrick Perkins got one. Mike Miller got a few. I think with Miami. Come on, man. You got to put these guys in the James Jones, exactly. But you got to put these guys in the game and get your starters some breathers. Come on, man. They put Mike Miller in the game with like 2 minutes left. It was garbage time. Like, come on, man. Right. Blatt, do better, man, because you might cost your team this series playing these guys 40-something minutes a night, man. It might be a problem with fatigue, man. Guys are cramping up. Guys are in the ice pool after the game. Guys being rushed to the hospital for dehydration. Come on, Blatt. Good. Come on, Blatt.
That ain't good. Well, check this. You just mentioned Bogut, who I'm not a huge fan of. I feel like Bogut's got some game, but he talks a lot. I mean, more so than somebody who I don't want to see somebody who contributes as small as he's been contributing, talk as much as he's been talking. But if you guys didn't know, of course, Andrew Bogut was interviewed after the last game, and he was asked about his foul on LeBron, that they went back and reviewed to see if it was a flagrant, which I don't think it was a flagrant call, and I'm glad they didn't call it that. But Andrew Bogut basically said that LeBron threw himself into the cameraman. He said that he fouled him. He didn't hit him that hard. LeBron just threw himself into the cameraman. I don't know about all that. How you feel about that, bro?
See, we talked off screen about this, like when the play happened, and I kind of agree with what you said. If you guys don't know what he said, I'm going to tell you. He said, I think it was a legitimate foul. Should have been flagrant. I agree with you there. But I think LeBron was putting on trying to get the flagrant. I think he was trying to get the flagrant call. But to me, I don't think you would physically throw yourself into the glass. It looked like he hit the glass part of the camera.
He hit the lens.
You know what I mean? I don't think he would do that intentionally. But Bogut, and this is why the media keeps going to Bogut too, man. They know they're going to get some tidbits, some words. Yeah, man, he's going to get a soundbite from Bogut, and that's why they keep going to him. And Bogut delivers. He delivers. Like, he turns strobe mode on, and he delivers. But as you said, I want Bogut. How about grabbing a rebound instead of talking? Because you've been getting... Yeah, how about boxing out? Because you've been getting hammered by Mozzie and Tristan Thompson on the boards. And Tristan. So how about grabbing a rebound? How about boxing out? How about helping your team get a dub? How about that? You want to talk all this smack. You got anything else to add to that, or are you ready to move on?
Nah, I mean, I agree with you. We talked off camera. LeBron, whether you hate it or love it, LeBron does sometimes try to sell calls. LeBron knew it was a foul. I think his intention was to try to make it look like a flagrant foul, but no way on God's green earth. He said, where's the camera? All right, right there. Let's hit. But, no, he didn't try to do that.
I don't think he did that either.
But Bogut's an idiot, basically. What else we got?
Moving on. So, it got, a lot of this about LeBron being the GOAT. All this is in conversation now, circulating during, the finals. And it got me to thinking, Spade, me and you never did on this show our top 5 starting lineup all the time. Like, if we was putting together a team, not by position, not saying, oh, well, blah, 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 had the best starting 5. No, I want you to put together your starting 5 all-time roster on this show. And I want you guys to do the same down in the comment section, too.
Or you guys can just copy my paper, because surely I'm going to assemble the best team ever.
No, sorry. Because I think you copied off of me. But I think the only thing we probably might have the same is probably 2 guard. Let's see. Let's start off with point guard. Who you got at the PG?
And this is all time, but I'm picking him like this player in his prime, right?
Yeah, of course.
Make sure I understand.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I mean, this ain't even a decision at point guard. Give me the 6'9" phenom out of Michigan State. The guy with the smile, the no look passer. Give me Magic.
Okay, you want Magic, but I'm gonna tell you, I might shock you with my point guard. But give me the Wheeling Dillon. Nah, man. Give me John Stockton. One of the best passers, if not considered the best passer all time in NBA history. I want a facilitator at my point guard position to get these guys the rock. So give me John Stockton. Yeah, I like John Stockton there. What about your two guard?
Well, at two guard, this is a no-brainer as well. You know, if you're building an all-time team in at two guard, if you don't have Michael Jeffrey Jordan, I don't really know what you're doing. But give me his airness. Surely you're not going somewhere different here, right?
Absolutely not. You know I'm going MJ all day. Now I know somebody in the comment section going to be like, well, what about Kobe?
No, they
MJ is my starting two guard. I want to see if somebody going to put Kobe as they starting two guard.
No, they not. Listen, man. Kobe puts Jordan here on his team. Kobe don't even put Kobe. All right? Okay. Trust me. Even Kobe puts Jordan there. Everybody puts Jordan there.
All right, so
man. So I'm interested in hearing who you got at small forward.
Oh, you want me to
start? You're trying to get me to go first so you can copy off my paper a little bit. I see you changed it too. You go first. Who you got at the small forward?
At my small forward, I'm going to go with one of the best defensive players all time. Give me Scottie Pippen. Scottie and Mike. Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan go together.
You ain't serious about life, man. Let me go ahead and at small forward, give me the best small forward in NBA history, man. Give me LeBron James. Give me LBJ. Are you serious? Scottie?
I'm going to put Scottie on Bron. Scottie, press him 94 feet. Scottie, press him 94 feet. Go get him. Scottie, go get him. That's right. Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
So you want me to go to my 4? Or you want to start with the 4?
I'll go with 4. You know what I'm saying? At 4, this one right here, this one was tough because there's a lot of different ways we could have went here. At power forward, though, man, I want a guy on my team who's physical. I want an intimidator. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want the round mound of rebound. Give me Charles Barkley. This guy right here who, even though he was undersized, he made his opponent forget every game that he was undersized. Give me Charles Barkley.
Okay, I like that pick. I like Charles Barkley right there, but I'm going to go somewhere else. Give me a 7-foot at power forward. Give me the big fundamental. Give me the guy with the bank shot. Give me Tim Duncan. I want Tim Duncan, the champion. That's what I want right there, playing my power forward position. Give me Tim Duncan right there, man. I'll take Tim Duncan.
So you just did the polar opposite. I went tough, grit, physical.
You saying Tim Duncan ain't tough?
You went manicured nails.
Oh,
pretty.
My gosh. That's how you want to talk about
Tim
that's
what
Duncan?
You did. I mean, don't get me wrong. Timmy's that guy. But, I mean, you just went the polar opposite way that I did.
Tim get manicures? Wow, Spade.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, he get them before the game.
I thought you was better than that. Tim Duncan is
what?
Tim Duncan is probably the best power forward all time.
I mean, that don't change the fact that he's the polar opposite than Charles Barkley. I, for one, feel like Charles Barkley is the best power forward of all time, but I respect the argument for somebody putting Tim Duncan there. Tim Duncan, I love his game. Okay. But let's face it. Is he tough?
Yeah. Yes.
Man, get the hell out of here.
You trying to tell me Tim Duncan is not a tough guy?
No, he ain't, man. Who you got at 5, yo? Because you trying to make this a debate topic, and it's not supposed to be that.
That's something we can talk about on another episode. But at the 5, I think it's easy. Give me the big Cactus. Give me the big Aristotle. Give me the Diesel.
Okay.
Give me Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
I want the Diesel. I want the most dominant player to play the center position ever. Give me Shaq.
Whoa. See, I thought we was gonna agree right there, but then you turned off. The most dominant player at center?
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant player, period. This guy changed the game. They made up something called Hacker Shack because of this guy. This guy was either 2 points or a trip to the foul line. Okay. Give me the big Aristotle. Give me Shaq Fu. Okay. Give me the big Shaqtus.
Okay.
Give me Shaq at the 5, man. I like your team, but honestly, I feel like my team is probably the best team you could assemble. Here's a fun fact. You know me. I like stats. You know my team averaged 123 points a game. Those 5 starters combined.
That's because they're not being defended by these guys. Scotty press Bron. Charles Barkley won't grab near rebound over Tim Duncan. Come on, man.
What?
What?
Get out of it. Whatever.
Spade, give me your coach.
Barkley
give
will
me your
body
coach.
slam Tim Duncan.
You know what? I'm adding something. I'm strong arming something in here you wasn't expecting. Give me your coach. Who's your coach? Who's coaching your team?
My coach? Hold up. Let me think.
Yeah, who's coaching your team?
You put me on the spot right here. This is jacked up.
Yeah.
I thought you was way more mature than
that. I'm not.
You know what? Give me Spoelstra. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But seriously though, no, you know what? I'm going college. Give me Coach K, man. He coached all these guys on the Olympic team. Give me Coach K. Give me Coach K. Why can't I have Coach K?
You could pick,
give me Coach K.
You can pick Coach K. That's fine. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you who I want. I'm gonna tell you.
You gonna say Phil? Don't want to say Phil.
I'm not gonna say.
Don't try to build it up, make it all dramatic.
I'm not gonna say Phil. See, I thought you was gonna go Phil, but I'm not gonna say Phil. Give me Popovich. Popovich, to me, is one of the best coaches making adjustments on the fly. Give me Coach Pop, a guy that I think can put a game plan together to stop Bron with Scotty. So give me Coach Pop. Now, I think best of 7 series. I think we win 5-1. I mean 4-1.
No hell you don't. First of all, who Stockton gonna guard on my team?
What you mean?
Who he gonna guard? That's what I mean. What he gonna do with the 6'9" point guard I got?
Bro,
how you gonna stop Magic?
What you gonna put him in the post?
Why not?
Come on, bro. Trust me, Stockton.
Why not?
Trust me, Stockton. Get in Magic pockets and get that ball, baby. Believe that. Stockton, if I'm not
whatever, but you know what?
Stockton, if I'm not
you
mistaken,
ain't the only one who can strong on.
Hold on, Stockton, if I'm not mistaken, is in like the top 5 in steals. If I'm not mistaken, Stockton is pretty freaking high in steals too. So he'll get it back.
That might be like off ball steals or something like that.
Gosh.
What you think? You think he could guard Magic straight up?
Bro, you think we just
this show gonna go up on Sunday, man? The Sabbath day. You gonna tell that lie on the air?
My team just gonna let Stockton get post up and we ain't gonna bring the double? We gonna bring the double.
Who you gonna double off of on this team?
Bro,
you see your problem? You messed up already. You talking about double?
We gonna double with Scotty and we gonna let Bron shoot. Shoot, Bron.
And that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Okay.
But you know what?
Shoot, Bron.
Let me strong arm the situation. You talking about coach. I had one very tough decision. Okay. If you was gonna add one person, a 6-man, let's say that, a 6-man to come off the bench for your squad, you only got one person. You can't do a reserve for each position.
Okay.
One person, who you take?
It could be anybody or it gotta be a 6-man.
Nah, it can be anybody. He could have been a starter.
Oh, but then that's easy. Give me Isaiah. Give me Isaiah Thomas. The real Isaiah Thomas that played with the Pistons, the Bad Boys. One of the toughest little men ever to pick next to Allen
5'11" Zeke?
Yes.
You already got a team that suffers defensively. Why would you get him? That's not going to help your team, bro.
So you telling me Isaiah can't play defense on Magic?
No, he can't play defense on Magic.
They had battles for years. What are you talking about?
You know how most of them battles ended, right?
Spade, please, bro. Who's your 6-man, Spade?
You know your NBA history, right? You know how it ended.
Who's your 6-man, Spade?
You don't want to talk about it. My 6-man, I want to go with a shooter. A lethal shooter. Probably the best shooter in NBA history. Definitely one of them.
Who? Steph Curry?
Give me Larry Legend.
Oh, Bird. Okay.
See, you got to have Larry. Larry's got grit. You notice my team got a lot of grit. Larry's got grit. He can shoot. He could rebound. Larry averaged double-digit rebounds for the career.
Okay.
Give me Larry.
Larry had a back problem.
My team would sweep your team.
Larry had a back. What?
You would get swept with that weak-ass 6 you just put up there.
You know what? I don't want to prolong it. I want you guys to leave in the comment section down below your all-time starting 5. Leave it in the comment section down below. Let's see who team can compete with who down there in the comment section. I think I beat Spade. Especially,
no, you
talking
don't.
about.
You don't think that?
These guys got
too
grit.
short guys.
You call Tim Duncan soft. Come on, Spade.
Yeah.
You better than that. You saying Isaiah Thomas ain't one of the toughest guards ever? Come on, Spade.
He one of the toughest 5'11" guards ever. I'm talking
man.
about a 6'9" point guard,
Come on,
bro.
man. He was a cutthroat player. Like, he'll bite your head off. And that's what I want on my squad.
He'll walk out when he lose before the game over. That's what he'll do.
You got Coach K.
When y'all lose, you'll be looking for Zeke.
You said
He'll
Coach
be in the damn showers already. That's what Zeke could be.
You're going to have Coach Spo as an assistant. Get him out of here.
It wouldn't matter. Spo could coach my team to the championship. Anyway, let's move forward, man. Enough of that
I'm
right
ready
there.
to go. I'm ready.
Check this out right here.
I'm ready.
I want to stay in the NBA with this next topic. I want to talk about Monta Ellis. I've always been a fan of this guy. I always felt like he got snubbed on All-Star selection. He has never been to an All-Star game. He's a shooter. He's a shooter. Well, he had a pretty good season with the Mavericks last season. Led them in scoring with like 19 a game.
Okay.
And they're at a weird fork in the road. Like he could get the, what is it? I want to say like $8 million next year.
Yeah.
Or he could opt out and try to get bigger money. And word on the streets is if he opts out, that bigger money may come, but it won't come from the Mavericks.
Okay.
Turns out the Mavericks feel like he's selfish. They feel like he's one-dimensional. He's only a scorer. They say he can't play defense. And they say he's moody. He don't get along with a lot of the Mavericks down there. Now, another word on the street is that his moodiness and his selfishness also stems from some bitterness. I'm throwing a lot of "ness" at you.
Okay.
But word on the streets is Monta is bitter because of all the money they broke out to Parsons. Parsons makes more than double what Monta makes, and Monta playing with that chip on his shoulder. And they feel like it's probably best if they part ways. This is weird because you and I both was like, yo, Monta is looking good over there. The Mavericks got something. But turns out what they got is somebody they want to get rid of. What's your opinion on this,
And
man?
this is crazy because, like, to me, Monta was carrying that team. When Monta played bad, they lost. They lost. And I'm not saying Dirk. For whatever reason, it seemed like Dirk was playing through Monta. Like, he was deferring to Monta, in my opinion. Like, Dirk, this season right here was not one of Dirk's best seasons, in my opinion.
Right.
And
wasn't.
I just don't think that, Dirk took less money so they can sign guys like Monta. So if they don't sign Monta, what are they doing moving forward? I know they want to try and make a push for LA, but if I'm LaMarcus, do I want to go to Dallas or do I want to go and play for the Spurs? So I just don't know what they're doing over there in Dallas. I hope they got a plan, but if I was Monta, I guess I'd bet on myself too, especially if the team I'm with don't want me.
Yeah, definitely. Believe it or not, man, the Mavs have what they calling two plans. They got plan A and they got plan, I guess they got 1A and 1B. But I'm reading that they want LaMarcus Aldridge.
Okay.
And if they get him, of course, because of that contract right there, the next priority will be keeping Tyson Chandler.
Okay.
They love Tyson Chandler down there, don't they?
They do.
I mean, because I would have gave Tyson his walking papers. I mean, I like Tyson. I just feel like you can get what Tyson gives you from other people.
Yeah.
But if they can't get LaMarcus Aldridge, word on the street is they want to go after DeAndre Jordan. And if they go after DeAndre, they feel like they still have some money to replace Monta Ellis. So, only time will tell. This would be something intriguing to keep your eye on because the Mavs trying to make some moves down there in Dallas, man.
Yeah. I mean, we have to see how that play out. But I hope Monta make the right decision. I hope he makes the right decision. And I don't know what it is. But
Me either.
You know what I mean? I guess it's him out of Dallas because they don't want him.
Getting your money. Getting his money would be the right decision.
Yeah, you're right. Get your money, Monta. But moving forward, if you guys haven't been watching the news, Sherman and Crow Marty kind of been going about who's the best corner in the league. Now, not so much Crow Marty saying he was the best corner in the league, but he's kind of mad that Sherman is saying he's the best corner in the league and he don't follow the number one receiver all the way around the field, in that scheme that they play out there in Seattle. Spade, whose side you got?
Mm-hmm. I guess it depends on your opinion of the scheme. Everybody knows that the Seahawks run the cover 3 scheme. They never move Sherman. Sherman stays on one side of the field, and it works. They have a really good defense. They got 2 very talented safeties, and it works.
Yeah.
A lot of other corners feel like that scheme, and those 2 talented safeties I just mentioned kind of help Sherman look better than he would look in some of these other schemes. Cromartie just basically came out and said, you can't call yourself the best cornerback in the league if you've never had to follow the number one receiver all the way around the field and deal with that guy for an entire game. And I think he has a very good point.
In my opinion, it's not Sherman's fault he was drafted there and that's the scheme he run. Now, every time they kind of...
Not his fault.
I don't want to spend too much time on this because we already run along, but every time they test Sherman in the big game, Sherman made the QB pay. They tested him over there with Crabtree. What was that? Was that the championship? I want to say that was the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, NFC Championship
and
game.
He made
mediocre.
Yeah, he called Crabtree mediocre, and he made him pay that. You know what I mean? They didn't even throw Sherman Way in the first game of the season against Green Bay. They didn't even throw over there when he was on Jordy. Then they kind of tested Sherman with Jordy, and what was that? The playoffs, and Sherman made him pay. So
yeah,
you know what? It's not Sherman. Okay. It's not Sherman's fault. It's not Sherman's fault that he's in that scheme. So,
and it's not. But let me ask you this, and you're right. We don't have to spend a lot of time here. We can move forward. One question. No, it's not his fault he's in that scheme. It is his fault that he still keeps telling everybody he's the number one, he's the best cornerback in the league. But let me ask you this. Regardless of whose fault it is and all that, in your eyes, is Sherman the best corner currently in the NFL?
Nah, I would pick Reeves.
All right, cool. All right, so we can move forward. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go down to Big D. And this time we're not talking about Monta Ellis.
Okay.
We're talking about the guy who throws up the X. Dez Bryant is threatening to sit out not one but the first 2 games of the season if he ain't taken care of. He wants a long-term contract. He wants to be treated like the star he is. You believe Dez will really sit out the first 2 games of the regular season, bro?
No. I think Dez loves football too much to do that, and every game matter in the league, so I don't think he would do that. But I think, scare tactics to get his money, and I think he will get his money. I think Dez will be one of the highest paid receivers in the league. I think he deserves to be one of the highest paid receivers in the league, and I agree. I think he'll get that. But this is typical agent scare tactic. Hey, tell him you'll sit out. This happened with Deion Branch. Deion Branch wanted the contract extension when he was with the Patriots. He was just coming off a MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, and they wouldn't sign him. They wouldn't give him the big money. He sat out like the first 6 to 8 games, and they ended up trading him to Seattle. And we all know what happened to Deion Branch when he went to Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I don't think that.
I want to throw this in there.
Go ahead.
This is what I picture in my mind because I'm crazy like that.
Okay.
I see Dez on the phone like, you know what? And if y'all don't treat me right, I won't even play in the first 2 games. Boom, he hangs it up. And I think every moment since then, he's been looking at that cell phone like, ring, call me, please. Dez know he playing.
Oh, yeah.
I see you week 1, Dez.
Yeah, I see you week 1.
I'll put you on my fantasy squad. You be out there.
For real, he'll be out there. He playing. And he gonna get his money, too. So, Dez, don't think you going to get your money. You're going to get paid. You're going to get paid. Ready to move on?
See. Yeah, let's man. This is big. Tell them what we got, bro.
Anybody that know me, know one of my favorite sayings that I use is, oh, he it or he ain't it. So we're gonna start a new segment today called It or Ain't It. So we're gonna run down a list of topics, and Spade and I are gonna tell you if this guy is it or ain't it.
Right.
So Spade,
right?
You want to kick it off with the first guy?
Let me kick it off.
Okay.
Steve Kerr, bro.
It.
Head coach Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Steve Kerr's it.
He's it?
Yeah, he's it. What you think?
He ain't it.
He ain't it? He ain't it?
He ain't it.
You just think he lucky because he fell with the Warriors?
I think he just got the most talented team in the league this year. He ain't it.
So next. All right, next, David Blatt. Head coach David Blatt.
He ain't it.
Yeah, we agree. David Blatt, you are not it. You ain't it, David Blatt. No, sir. I could go, bro. I think I could go do a better job with the Cavs. Give me LeBron, Kyrie, and Love, and I'll do a better job.
I could at least sub them better. You know what I'm saying? I could manage the minutes a little better.
You ain't lying.
Let's go here. New Orleans Pelicans guard Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon, he ain't it. Eric Gordon don't know if he want to stay or go. He ain't it. Eric Gordon, you ain't it.
Nah, he ain't it.
Yeah, he ain't it.
When he out there, sometimes, EG, you ain't it, man.
Yeah.
You ain't it.
Sorry, Eric Gordon. You ain't it. Moving on. Spade. One of our favorite guys on this show, not Kobe, Johnny Manziel. It ain't it.
ain't it. He ain't it.
Johnny, you ain't it. I'm sorry, man. We be rooting for you, Johnny, but you ain't it. Reports came out that you done moved your high school coach in. What are you going backwards? Is the A&M coach next? Come on, Johnny, you ain't it. Johnny, you ain't it.
All right, well, let's go back to the NBA for a minute.
Okay.
This guy right here just recently became a starter in the finals, had a big game. Andre Iguodala, people saying he could be finals MVP. LaParis, is he it?
Well, he ain't about to be finals MVP, but Iggy it. Iggy is it. Iggy it. Iggy been it. What you think?
I don't know. We can't ignore all them other games of just play. And you have a couple good games and we go he it. So based off this season, the entire season, Iggy, you ain't it. Who next?
Oh, I was basing it off Iggy career, like just his career. Not just
his career? Yeah. Well, he it. If you go, yeah.
I was basing it off Iggy career. I like Iggy. I think Iggy it. Iggy been it. But let's talk about another favorite on this show. Matthew Dellavadova. Is he it or he ain't it? Delly.
He it until he start throwing them damn lobs. Stop throwing lobs, Delly. Your lobs ain't it. But I think he's it.
You know what? For what they asked Delly to do, Delly is it. If they want Delly to go out there and be this amazing scorer, Delly, you ain't it. But for what they want Delly to do, if Delly stick to the game plan, he it. I like Delly. He it.
Okay, well, you're going to like this one right here. Let's go over to Golden State. They big man who just recently got benched. Andrew Bogut, man. Is he it?
Andrew Bogut ain't it. He getting slaughtered on the rebounds. Bogut, you ain't it.
Andrew
Stop
Bogut
talking.
Ain't it.
He ain't it, bro. Andrew Bogut ain't it.
Ain't it.
All right, let's go to another big man. What about Timothy Mozgov? Is he it or ain't it?
Timothy?
Yes.
He's it. That's my boy. He's it.
You know what? The way Mozzie been playing, a lot of people crucified Mozzie when he got banged on by Blake Griffin, but Mozgov is it. Mozgov has developed into a good player, and he it. I like Mozzie. Mozzie, you it.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Let's go football, man.
Okay.
Let's talk about a head coach under fire right now. Philadelphia Eagles head coach, Philadelphia Pac-10 head coach, Chip Kelly, bro. Is he it?
Chip Kelly ain't it, man. Chip Kelly just got a Pro Bowl guard, man. Chip Kelly, you ain't it. You ain't it, Chip.
Until all these crazy moves start to equal wins for the Eagles, I'm going to say Chip Kelly ain't it. Not as an NFL coach.
Yeah, Chip Kelly ain't it. Moving forward, let's you know what? One more. I'm going to talk about ex-Raiders wide receiver, ex-Green Bay Packer wide receiver. He done been on a few teams. James Jones. James Jones looking for a job, Spade. Is he it or ain't it? James Jones.
I got to say he it, man. I mean, he was a solid receiving target for the Green Bay Packers. And then when he went to the Raiders, he led that team in receiving. So, yeah, he it. Why not?
James Jones ain't it, man. He play, man. I think I could go catch 40 balls playing with Aaron Rodgers. Spade. James Jones ain't it. He done. He done. James Jones begging for a job, Spade. He it. You saying James Jones that's begging for a job is it, Spade? Come on, man.
Why not?
Nah, bro, he ain't it. Sorry, James Jones. I liked you when you was with Green Bay, but when you go to the Raiders, you ain't it no more. You can't go to the Raiders and then look for a job after the Raiders. The Raiders is the last.
Hey, it worked for Randy Moss.
Yeah, but Randy Moss was a different type of guy. He was a different type of guy. Spade, you and I both know that when you go to the Raiders, that's the last stop.
It's over.
That's the last stop.
Over.
James Jones went there prematurely. So guess what, James? Your career is over prematurely. You ain't it. You ain't it. Spade, it's been an amazing show. No strong arm performance this week.
I love that segment, bro.
No strong arm. Yeah, that might be a regular on the show, man. We want to see how that go. We got to see if the fans like it. But, no strong arm performance this week. Spade, has been an amazing show. As usual, if you're a regular here, hit the like button. Thumbs up, man. It takes 2 seconds to bang the thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, bang the subscribe button. It's up there down there. Oh, it's up there somewhere. I'm pointing. Also, go over on our other channel, bang the subscribe button over there. If you don't want to see our mug shots, download the podcast. All links will be down there somewhere. Man, we appreciate all you guys for tuning in every week. Spade, you got anything else to add?
Nah, man. Hell of a show.
Yeah, hell of a show, man. That's pretty much it. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.